From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, May the 31st, 2023. The president of the German Bundesrat, the legislative body that represents the 16 federated states of Germany at the federal level, is in Israel. President Peter Tschentscher met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today, who welcomed him on his first visit to the Jewish state. Netanyahu told Tschentscher that it is important to make certain that the partnership between Israel and Germany continues for the coming generations, not merely due to the two countries' common interests, but because of the obligation to the lessons of the past, referring there, of course, to the Holocaust. And Tschentscher visited Yad Vashem, the World Holocaust Remembrance Center in Jerusalem today, where he said Germany's historical guilt is overwhelming. We will not forget the victims of the Shoah. The commemoration of their fate is at the same time a reminder for us today to take decisive action against any form of anti-Semitism and to promote Jewish life in Germany. And staying with Yad Vashem, Chairman Danny Dayan responded today to an incident in Warsaw yesterday where a far-right member of the Polish parliament, Grzegorz Braun, disrupted an event at the German Historical Institute in the city to prevent Holocaust scholar Jan Grabowski from speaking, reportedly ripping out the microphone at the podium, knocking over loudspeakers, and declaring this lecture is over. Police were called to the scene. Dayan said this incident represents a new low in attempts to stifle discussion about the complicity of Poles in the persecution and murder of their Jewish neighbors during the Holocaust. This act of vandalism is more than an ugly attack on an internationally renowned scholar. It is an attack on academic freedom, on the historical record, and on Holocaust remembrance. Paraguay may be moving its embassy to Jerusalem later this summer. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said that he spoke last night with Paraguayan President-elect Santiago Peña, congratulating him on his election victory, and Netanyahu's office said the Prime Minister welcomed Peña's intention to return the Paraguayan embassy to Jerusalem immediately upon assuming office in August. Israel's Foreign Minister Eli Cohen is in Hungary and met today with Hungarian President Katalin Novak and Hungarian Minister of Foreign Affairs Péter Szijjártó, thanking them for their support of Israel. And the Times of Israel cited that at a Chabad event in Hungary, Cohen was cited as saying that Hungary will be the first country in the European Union that will announce in a number of weeks that it is moving its embassy to Jerusalem. At the moment, Hungary has a trade office in Jerusalem, an official branch of its embassy. Well, it was a very good night for Israel last night at the FIFA U20 World Cup taking place in Argentina, where Israel's national under-20 soccer team made history, beating Uzbekistan 1-0, making it into the quarterfinals. After 96 minutes of gameplay with no goals scored, Israel's Anand Kalaili gave his team the win. The Israeli youth team beat Japan on Saturday, marking the first ever win for Israel in any FIFA Soccer World Cup. This is also Israel's first ever trip to the U20 World Cup tournament. The quarterfinals are set to take place this Saturday. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, May the 31st. At 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. At 7:30, Rabbi Bradley Shavit Artson delivers a lecture on integrity in a multifaith world, then sits with Rabbi Erez Sherman for discussion. At 9, Jewish historians Deborah Moore and Jeffrey Gurock talk about the history of New York City and its Jewish community. At 10, childhood friend of Bob Dylan, Louie Kemp, describes growing up Jewish and attending Jewish camp with the iconic singer. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, May the 31st, 2023. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.